Go get on the track.
Welcome to Convinced and Confident. My name is Sarah Gilmore, and my co-host is Tamara Bluedorn. And each week we bring to you an inspiring message or person that will help you on your journey to self-discovery.
Being ignorant is not so much a shame as being unwilling to learn. Benjamin Franklin. It is my pleasure to be with you today. I've been out, but this week I am feeling great. I am the fabulous Tamara, and yes, I do call myself fabulous oftentimes because I really do believe that. Some people pick with me, but I really do believe that I am fabulous. So today our topic is closed mindedness. First, are you someone with a closed mind? Think about that. Think about your experiences and your interactions with others. Have you been closed minded? I would venture to say that you probably have in some instances, maybe not all, but in a lot of instances, you've probably been closed minded. So to me, closed minded is someone who isn't open to new ideas. Not open to new ideas. Only thinking that whatever topic they're passionate about or whatever they believe is the only way. How is that possible? When I thought about it, I was like, how is it possible that one would think that I and I alone know everything about every topic there is? I even watch, oftentimes because, social media is a great place to see how people think because, people get to just say whatever without their face shown to whomever they're talking to. I'm amazed at how some people know everything about every topic. And I'm just like, even the Black experience, and I'm a Black woman, someone that is not Black, knows everything about the Black experience. And I'm just amazed how that's possible. And they're not open to any new ideas. I would think that has to be to hold you back, not being open to new ideas. That's the word. I would think that would hold you back, not being open to new ideas. But before we get there, what makes someone closed mind? Having a closed mind. So I thought, okay, it would come from, oftentimes, the way we were raised. Whatever mommy, daddy, aunts, uncles, grandparents, whomever raised you or whoever you were around, your environment shaped and molded what you think. And oftentimes, people never even sit down to think that, was all that stuff they told me right? Do you ever sit down and think that? Did everything your family taught you or whomever, it doesn't have to be blood relatives, whoever was a great influence on you, did they know everything? Now, yes, they did some great things by trying to keep you safe and keep you from certain things. Yes, that's what parenting is. But did they know everything about every topic? I would venture to say, nope, they do not. And so oftentimes we don't ever challenge. You don't have to go to them and asking them questions, but just challenge your own thoughts in your head. Is that correct thinking? One way is we'll just use it. Politics. That's one of the first ways. If mommy and daddy were Republican or Democrat or whatever, that's what we are. We never challenge. Why would choose to be that? Or the ways of thinking with whatever that party affiliation is. And we'll argue other people down about why they should be you. Okay, let's go to the next. Racism. Closed mind. That's a good example of closed mind. I remember as a little kid walking to my mailbox being called nigger. And it was like, what would make somebody call a little girl that's probably 10 or 11 years old? Yeah, they were driving by in their big truck. We lived on a main highway and say, nigga, what? How ignorant is that? That has to be the dumbest thing because of the color of my skin. Really? Did you ever think that maybe if you got to know me, you might think something else about me or black people? Closed mindedness. This is just an example. Closed mindedness. Did we ever think that maybe racism? Hell, let's go with sexism. Thinking that women can't do certain things. We'll just use women. Women can't be, let's see, military, or cops can't do it. We can't do it as well as a man. Did you ever think that maybe we're holding ourselves back in our jobs, corporations, our country? We're holding ourselves back based off of closed minded thoughts. And people with closed mind, they're usually, when I thought about it, it's like, what? Usually it ends up in a big argument, whatever the topic is or subject is. Are they scared? I would think they're scared of to challenge their way of thinking, because the way I've been taught, it just cannot be wrong. What I've been thinking for 30, 40 years or 20 some years, it can't be wrong. And it keeps me safe, correct? It keeps the person safe that has a closed mind. That the way I think, this is it, this is what I know, this is how we do it, and it can't be any other way. How is that possible? That on all topics, you are the master of all topics. But we get into arguments about these things when we have a closed mind, and we get scared and emotion. And it's like, maybe if we take some of the emotion out, we could talk in a, let's see, non-threatening tone to others. Just talk. Maybe if we go in a non-threatening setting, we could talk. So that both sides, or whatever the opposing ideas are, I think I've been in arguments before with people over different topics or ideas, because I'm of open mind. So when I meet someone that is closed minded to everything, it's scary to me because I don't know how you live that way. And I'm not trying to be judgmental on that. I hope I'm not sounding judgmental. It's just that I don't think anybody can be right on everything, or that there might be different ways of doing things. So that all the time I'm not correct. So what if we just sit down and figure out how we can work together if I have an open mind and not be so closed mind to every single thing that's out there? So I want everybody to think about that. Think about in your life topics and ideas you've gotten arguments with your relatives and neighbors with. Were you closed minded at that time about whatever it is? And maybe as you learned more information, maybe not with them, through whatever avenues you get your news or your research from, did you come around and your thoughts and ideas change? Think about that. So let's work on being thoughtful and maybe talking to each other, and maybe those of us that have a closed mind, let's just open up just a little bit, and you might find some beautiful new ways and thoughts and ideas that you can add to your life or add to whatever projects you're on, your job, new ideas. There's nothing wrong with having new ideas, whether you go with it or not, even after you've heard it. That's our show, and we thank you for listening. If you like our show, Convinced and Confident, please leave us a rating and download us on Apple Podcasts and Google Play.